Hello, current ninth grade students at Cousino High School, class of 2029. Today, we're going to be talking about scheduling your classes for next year. My name is Mr. Twig. I'm one of the counselors here at Cousino. Last name's R-O through Z. So just so you know, this is a very important part of your year this year. You must get your schedule requests done, and I'm going to go through this in the video today, how to do that, and try to answer as many questions as you might have as we go through this video today. The week after you watch this video, you'll be coming down to the counseling center through your English teachers, and each counselor will be reviewing the selections with their students. Okay, and we'll get to the due dates and all that good stuff in a little bit. So in order to make your selections for next year's classes, the first thing you're going to do, if we can go to the computer screen here, you're going to log on to your PowerSchool account. You're going to go to the WCS website, then to the Students tab, click on PowerSchool Login, and then you are going to use your student number at WCSKids.net and your login password. What I'm going to do now is go through this on the screen and show you how to complete this process. So here you see on the screen the Warren Consolidated Schools webpage. That's where you're going to start. So you're going to go to the For Students tab. Down here you'll go to PowerSchool Login. When this screen comes up, down at the bottom you'll see it says Student Sign In. You're going to click the blue button in the bottom right, Student Sign In. At this point, you're going to use your student number, and I'm using one of your classmates' accounts here to take a look at this. So you're going to put in your 6-digit student number at WCSKids.net, then you'll click Next, and then you're going to put in your password. It's the same password that you use to log into the system. Then click Sign In. When you get here, on the left, you will see a bunch of different tabs. You're going to go to Class Registration. This is where you'll make your choices. Now, what we're going to do together here is go through each section at a time. Before we do that, let me bring you to the bottom of this page. It says requires 6 credit hours. Right now, we've requested 0 credit hours. When you're done, it's going to say 6 credit hours selected. If it's less than that or more than that, you've done something wrong and you'll need to adjust. So let's start at the very top where it says 10th grade English. We go over here to the pencil and it says click to edit 10th grade English. Here you'll have 2 choices. You'll either have regular English 10 or English 10 honors. For English 10 honors, you need to either be in English 9 honors now or be doing very well in English 9 and wanting a challenge for your 10th grade year. Please talk to your English 9 teacher if you're interested in taking English 10 honors to see if they think you're ready for it. There will be some summer work and reading to do, but if you're a good English student, I would encourage you to challenge yourself. If you're not in that case, you're going to select both semesters of English 10, and then you're going to click OK. And you'll notice in the upper right that that has turned to a green check mark. So that means we're done, and right here we can see English 10, Semester 1 and Semester 2. Now let's go to math. Most of you took Algebra 1 this year. Okay, if you took Algebra 1 this year as a freshman, you will be taking geometry next year. Okay, now some of you might have already taken Algebra 1 in 8th grade, and this year you took geometry or accelerated. So then your choices would be either Algebra 2 Trig Accelerated or Algebra 2. Okay, those of you at MMSTC would select these 2 down here for the Trig class. All right, so right now we're just going to say most students took Algebra 1, so I'm going to click Geometry. All right, so I clicked both semesters of geometry, I click OK, and now you can see that our math section is good. Just reviewing down here at the bottom, you see now we've requested 2 credit hours, so we still have 4 to go. Now let's take a look at science. For science, most of you took earth science. If you took earth science in 9th grade, you will be taking biology in 10th grade. Okay, so right here I clicked both. Now if you took earth science in 8th grade, and then you took biology as a freshman, you could take chemistry. You'd want to click both semesters. You could take honors chem. If you're an MMSTC student, as indicated right here, you would take honors chemistry at MMSTC. So those are the options for those of you who have already taken biology. Most of you took earth science this year, so I'm going to click on the 2 biology tabs and click OK. All right, so now you can see that our science is checked off. Now let's take a look at social studies. Exciting things going on in social studies. Most of you took American history, and if you want to stay in the regular social studies course, you would take 2 semesters of world history next year. But what we also have, for those of you who want to be challenged, we have AP World History. AP stands for Advanced Placement. With advanced placement classes, you can take a test in the spring, and you could actually earn college credit or earn a way to waive certain classes depending on what college you go to. This will be a little bit more challenging class, but it's not, don't let it scare you. If you're a good student and you want to challenge yourself a little bit, I would encourage you to take AP World History. We have had the American history teachers identify some students that they think would be good candidates for this class, and your counselor will be encouraging you to do so. So we have AP World History or World. Those of you who took APUSH as a 9th grader, I would encourage you to stick with the AP track. For our purposes today, I'm going to click on 2 semesters of World History. I'll hit OK. So now you can see that we've chosen 4 courses of our 6-hour day, and at the bottom it says requesting 4 credit hours, so we have 2 to go. This is where we're going to go to our electives page. So this page is a little different. You can see right here that we have several different pages to look at as we go through. We have all the way through 6, and I'm going to kind of go through these pages, but I'm going to kind of do it a little bit out of order for certain reasons. Now, first of all, let me talk about Spanish. For those of you who took Spanish 1 in 8th grade and Spanish 2 in 9th grade, you don't have to take any more Spanish. You can take Spanish 3 if you really like it, and we would encourage you to do so if that's in your interest. So you can see we have Spanish 1, Spanish 2, and Spanish 3. If you took Spanish 1 in 9th grade, understand this, that there is a requirement to do 2 years of world language and 1 year of visual performing arts. But you can switch that around and take 1 year of world language and 2 years of visual performing arts. So you don't have to take Spanish 2. If you're looking to get into a competitive college or university, such as Michigan State, Michigan, Grand Valley, or out-of-state schools that are competitive to get into, they do like to see 2 years of Spanish. So if you took only Spanish 1 so far, Spanish 2 is a good option for you. So you could click both semesters of Spanish 2. If you didn't take Spanish 1 in 8th or 9th grade, you really need to take it in 10th grade and get that off your plate. Okay, so we have Spanish as an option. Also, I want to talk about band students. Band students, if you want to take concert band next year or choir, we have that on page 2 of our electives. So those of you who are band students, click concert band. If you desire to be in symphonic band or jazz band, I know that Ms. Grider will be having auditions, but you don't sign up for that now. We'll change that later for you if you make it into one of the other band classes. So Spanish and band, those are important things to understand moving forward. Now we'll go back to page 1 and we'll just kind of take a look at all the different options that you might have. Anything that's only listed once is a 1-semester class. So if you wanted to take 3D design as an art class, that would be a half of a credit, okay? If you want to take, if you've already had a video and audio production and performance, you could take an advanced video, film, and radio. If you see it twice, that's a full year. That means you have to select the whole thing. We do have some of the core courses in here in case you failed a class. If you failed first semester of American history and you want to retake it in your schedule, you can click on that. Please take a look at Auto Tech. Auto Tech is a class that's housed here at Cousino, and you can see it's 1 credit. That means it's a 2-hour block. So if I were to take Auto Tech, that would complete my selections. You can see it turned green down here. So you could take Auto Tech. Going to page 2, again, you see choir, concert band. We do have a creative writing class that is a half a credit. We have cybersecurity 1. We had digital design and development 1. Okay, that's kind of like a web design type class. We have drama, which is a semester class. We have drawing and painting for art, which is visual performing arts. Family living, foods 1 or 2. And again, you can see we have some of the core classes sprinkled in case you failed it in 9th grade. Going to page 4, governing practices is leadership. If you're already in leadership and you want to stick with it and you've been approved, you can select that. If you're trying to get into leadership, do not sign up for it. You need to apply, and the teachers will tell us if you got in. We have lifetime fitness, MediaCom 1 and 2. This is a class that you'll need to take the full year. MST IDS, that's for MMSTC students only. Now, another thing that you need to take is personal finance. I'm going to highly recommend that all 10th graders take personal finance. That's a graduation requirement that was new this year for current 10th graders. We have psychology, we have public speaking. If we go on to page 5, recreational vehicle repair is a 1-hour class. That's a great class for fixing small engines, lawnmowers, go-karts, and basically learning how motors start to run. Here we can see team sports if you hadn't had a gym class yet. Also video and audio production and performance, the class that is producing this video. It kind of got broken up here between page 5 and 6, but as you see, it's a 2-semester class, so you must take it all year. WIXPA Level 2, only sign up for that if you're in WIXPA now and you're continuing. And then we have Yearbook 1. For our purposes, I'm going to say that this student decided to take Spanish 2. This student also decided to take personal finance, and we're going to say that this student decided to take drawing and painting 1. Okay, if that's the case, I click OK, and you can see now I have a green check mark because I have 2 credits of electives here. Okay, there's a lot of different ways you could go. I'm just doing this as an example. Now you can see that we have 6 out of 6 classes, 6 out of 6 credit hours. Are we done? Very close, not quite. We have one last thing to do, and that is our alternates. It's very important that you pick some alternates. That way, if I couldn't give this student drawing and painting, or I couldn't give this student personal finance, or I can't give this student Spanish 2 based on what they picked, based on the schedule. Or sometimes a class doesn't run, so you have to have a backup. These are your backups. If you don't put in backups, if we have an incomplete schedule for you in August, the counselor will be forced to pick it themselves. So let's say this student, they had signed up for drawing and painting. If they can't get that, maybe they want 3D. And also, if they can't get Spanish 2, maybe this student wanted video and audio production and performance, so I would select both semesters of that. I click OK, and now you can see that my alternates, I still need to pick one more. It's only in red still, so I'm going to pick one more, and I'm going to select Art Foundations. I click OK, and now you can see that we are green. So all of our boxes have been checked off. And now, here it says additional requests don't mind this. That's just on there. We don't need it. When you're done, you're going to click Submit. And when you click Submit, you will see a list of all the classes that this student took. And then you can also see the alternates. And then you are done. Okay, as you can see, the due date is Monday, March 23rd. You need to have this done. You'll be called down to see your counselor during your English class. If you do not have your request put in, you will be sent back to class and called down on the makeup day. Be careful about that, because if you're not here on the makeup day or something else happens, if you don't take care of business, the counselors will be picking your classes for you, because we have to have these requests in. So make sure you take care of business and get your request loaded onto PowerSchool. Once you do that, we'll be all set, and you will have a good hand in picking your classes for your 10th grade year. I hope this video has been informative and you understand the process. You can always come down to counseling to see your counselor if you have any questions or if you're confused and not sure what you want to take. We are here to help you. Freshmen, thank you and have a great day. Next year you'll be sophomores, and as they say, the best thing about freshmen is they become sophomores. Have a great day.